Alright guys, let's talk cybersecurity. Whether you're staring down a job interview or you just want to level up your knowledge, this is your one-stop shop for all things cybersecurity. We're diving deep into the critical concepts and tools that dominate this field. We're talking about the OWASP Top 10, the OSI model, the phases of hacking, and penetration testing, all the good stuff. Plus, we're going to equip you with the know-how on essential cybersecurity tools. Think Wireshark, Kali Linux, Burp Suite, the heavy hitters. And hey, even if you're not chasing a career in cybersecurity, understanding this stuff is crucial in today's digital world. So buckle up and get ready to become cybersecurity savvy. Let's kick things off with the OWASP Top 10. Basically, the Hall of Fame or shame for web application vulnerabilities. We're talking SQL injection, cross-site scripting, broken authentication, the heavy hitters that keep security professionals up at night. These vulnerabilities are like open doors for attackers, potentially giving them access to sensitive data or even complete control over your application. Understanding these vulnerabilities is crucial for developers, security analysts, and anyone involved in web application security. Now, OWASP updates this list periodically to reflect the ever-evolving threat landscape. The 2021 list introduces new categories like insecure design and software and data integrity failures, highlighting the need to bake security into every step of the software development lifecycle. Remember, awareness is your first line of defense. Stay updated on the latest OWASP Top 10 and make sure your applications are patched and protected against these critical vulnerabilities. Time for a networking crash course. We're talking about the OSI and TCP/IP models, the blueprints of how data travels across networks. Think of these models like the layers of a cake, each layer with a specific function. The OSI model, or Open Systems Interconnection model, has 7 layers, from the physical layer dealing with cables and signals, all the way up to the application layer where your web browser lives. The TCP/IP model, Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol, is a more condensed version with 4 layers, focusing on the key aspects of internet communication. Understanding these models helps you troubleshoot network issues, configure firewalls, and grasp how network security tools operate. It's foundational knowledge for anyone serious about cybersecurity. Let's step into the shoes of an attacker for a moment and understand the phases of a typical hacking attempt. Knowledge is power, and knowing your enemy is crucial in cybersecurity. It usually starts with reconnaissance, gathering information about the target. Think scanning websites, searching for employee information, or identifying potential vulnerabilities. Next comes the weaponization phase, where attackers craft their tools and techniques based on the information gathered. They might develop exploits, malware, or phishing campaigns tailored for the attack. The actual attack is the exploitation phase, where attackers try to gain access to the system using the vulnerabilities they've discovered. This could involve injecting malicious code, exploiting software flaws, or tricking users into giving up credentials. Finally, if successful, they'll try to maintain their access, cover their tracks, and potentially exfiltrate data. Understanding these phases helps us build stronger defenses and anticipate attacker moves. Now let's shift gears to the good guys, ethical hackers, or penetration testers. These skilled professionals use their knowledge of hacking techniques to find and fix vulnerabilities before the bad guys can exploit them. Penetration testing also follows a structured methodology, starting with planning and scoping, where the goals and rules of engagement are defined. Then comes information gathering, similar to the reconnaissance phase in hacking, but with permission and ethical considerations. The actual penetration testing involves vulnerability analysis and exploitation, attempting to breach the system's defenses just like a real attacker would, but with the goal of improving security. Finally, a detailed report is generated outlining the vulnerabilities discovered, their potential impact, and recommendations for remediation. Penetration testing is an essential, proactive security measure for organizations of all sizes. In the world of networking, ports are like doors to different services running on a computer. Each port is associated with a specific service, and understanding these associations is crucial for network security. For example, port 80 is commonly used for HTTP traffic. That's how websites are served. Port 443 is for HTTPS, the secure version of web traffic. Knowing these common ports helps you configure firewalls, analyze network traffic, and identify potential security risks. Attackers often scan for open ports to identify potential vulnerabilities. By understanding which ports should be open and which ones should be closed, you can significantly reduce your attack surface. There are over 65,000 ports available, but some of the most critical ones to know include port 22 for SSH, port 25 for SMTP, email, and port 53 for DNS. Familiarize yourself with these ports and their associated services to bolster your network security posture. Let's break down two major flavors of penetration testing: network penetration testing and web application penetration testing. Both aim to uncover vulnerabilities, but they target different aspects of your digital infrastructure. Network penetration testing focuses on your network infrastructure: routers, switches, firewalls, servers, essentially the backbone of your digital operations. Testers simulate attacks from both outside and inside the network to identify weaknesses in configurations, access controls, and network services. Web application penetration testing zooms in on your web applications, scrutinizing them for vulnerabilities like cross-site scripting, SQL injection, and authentication flaws. Both network and web application penetration testing are essential for a comprehensive security posture, ensuring your digital assets are protected from various attack vectors. Time to introduce you to Wireshark, one of the most powerful and widely used network protocol analyzers. Think of it as a digital microscope for your network traffic, allowing you to capture, filter, and inspect packets of data flowing across your network. Wireshark provides an incredible level of detail, showing you the source and destination IP addresses, ports, protocols, and even the contents of each packet. This is invaluable for troubleshooting network issues, analyzing network performance, and identifying security threats. Security analysts use Wireshark to detect malicious traffic, analyze malware communication, and investigate security incidents. It's a free and open-source tool available for various operating systems, making it an essential addition to any cybersecurity professional's toolkit. Let's talk about the guardians of your network: firewalls, intrusion detection systems, IDSs, and intrusion prevention systems, IPSs. These security appliances work together to protect your network from unauthorized access and malicious activity. Firewalls act like gatekeepers, examining incoming and outgoing network traffic and blocking anything that doesn't meet predefined security rules. They're your first line of defense, preventing unauthorized connections and filtering traffic based on factors like IP addresses, ports, and protocols. Intrusion detection systems, IDSs, are like security cameras for your network, constantly monitoring traffic for suspicious patterns and known attack signatures. They alert you if they detect anything malicious, giving you a chance to respond and mitigate the threat. Intrusion prevention systems, IPSs, take it a step further. Not only do they detect intrusions, but they also take action to block or stop them in real time. They act like automated security guards, protecting your network from known threats. Now let's dive into the world of Kali Linux, the go-to operating system for penetration testers and ethical hackers. This Debian-based distribution comes preloaded with a vast arsenal of security tools, making it a one-stop shop for all your ethical hacking needs. From reconnaissance tools like Nmap for network scanning to exploitation frameworks like Metasploit, Kali Linux has it all. You'll find tools for password cracking, vulnerability scanning, wireless testing, and much more. It's important to note that Kali Linux should only be used for ethical and legal purposes. Using these tools against systems or networks without proper authorization is illegal and unethical. Whether you're a seasoned penetration tester or just starting your journey into ethical hacking, Kali Linux is an essential platform for honing your skills and exploring the world of cybersecurity. Chapter 10: Burp Suite, the Web Vulnerability Hunter. Let's explore Burp Suite, a powerful web vulnerability scanner that's like a Swiss Army knife for web application security professionals. This comprehensive suite of tools helps you identify and exploit vulnerabilities in web applications, ensuring they're secure from attacks. Burp Suite acts as a web proxy, intercepting traffic between your browser and the web server, allowing you to analyze and modify requests and responses. This is crucial for testing for vulnerabilities like cross-site scripting, SQL injection, and session management flaws. It comes with features like a web crawler to map out the application, a scanner to automatically detect vulnerabilities, and an intruder tool for manual testing and exploitation. Burp Suite is an essential tool for web developers, security testers, and anyone involved in web application security, helping them build and maintain secure web applications. Chapter 11, Beyond OWASP Top 10, More Web App Attack Vectors. While the OWASP Top 10 covers the most critical web application vulnerabilities, it's essential to remember that the threat landscape is constantly evolving. Attackers are always finding new ways to exploit weaknesses in web applications, so it's crucial to stay ahead of the game. One such attack vector is business logic flaws, which exploit vulnerabilities in the application's logic rather than technical flaws. These flaws often arise from poor design or implementation of business rules, allowing attackers to manipulate the application's workflow for malicious purposes. Another common attack is cross-site request forgery, or CSRF, which tricks authenticated users into performing unwanted actions on a web application. Attackers exploit the trust a website has in a user's browser to execute malicious requests without the user's knowledge. Session fixation is yet another attack vector that targets the way web applications manage user sessions. Attackers attempt to fixate a user's session ID, allowing them to hijack the session and gain unauthorized access to the application. Chapter 12. Cybersecurity Lingo, Decoding the Jargon. Let's decode some common cybersecurity terminology. Understanding these terms is crucial for navigating the world of cybersecurity and communicating effectively with other professionals. First up, a zero-day vulnerability is a software vulnerability that's unknown to the vendor or developers. These vulnerabilities are particularly dangerous because no patches or fixes exist, leaving systems vulnerable until a solution is found. An exploit is a piece of code or software that takes advantage of a vulnerability to compromise a system. Think of it as a weapon crafted to exploit a specific weakness. And finally, a payload is the actual malicious code or action that an attacker wants to execute on a compromised system. It's the ultimate goal of the attack, whether it's stealing data, taking control of the system, or causing disruption. Chapter 13. The CIA Triad Cornerstone of Information Security. The CIA Triad confidentiality, integrity, and availability is the bedrock of information security. These three principles guide security professionals in protecting sensitive data and ensuring systems operate as intended. Confidentiality ensures that sensitive information is only accessible to authorized individuals. Think encryption, access controls, and secure data storage. Integrity guarantees that data remains accurate and unaltered during storage, transmission, or processing. Hashing algorithms, digital signatures, and data validation techniques help maintain data integrity. Availability ensures that authorized users have timely and reliable access to data and systems when needed. Redundant systems, backups, and disaster recovery plans are crucial for maintaining high availability. Chapter 14. Demystifying IP addresses, public, private, static, and dynamic. Let's demystify IP addresses, those unique identifiers assigned to devices on a network. Understanding the different types of IP addresses is crucial for networking and cybersecurity. First, we have public IP addresses, which are assigned to devices directly connected to the internet. These are the addresses that websites, email servers, and other internet-facing services use. Private IP addresses are used within local networks, like your home or office network. These addresses are not routable over the internet and are typically assigned by your router. Static IP addresses are permanently assigned to a device, while dynamic IP addresses are assigned by a DHCP server and can change periodically. Understanding the differences between these IP address types is essential for configuring networks, troubleshooting connectivity issues, and implementing security measures. Chapter 15. The cybersecurity landscape is constantly evolving, with new threats emerging all the time. Let's take a look at some recent cyber attacks that have made headlines, highlighting the real-world impact of these threats. The name of attack on target in year resulted in the compromise of impact of attack. This attack demonstrated the importance of key takeaway. Another significant attack was the name of attack on target in year, which exploited vulnerability exploited to impact of attack. This incident highlighted the need for key takeaway. These attacks serve as stark reminders that cybersecurity is an ongoing battle. Staying informed about the latest threats, vulnerabilities, and attack vectors is crucial for maintaining a strong security posture. Chapter 16. So, why choose a career in cybersecurity? Well, in a world increasingly reliant on technology, the demand for skilled cybersecurity professionals has never been higher. It's a challenging and rewarding field that offers the opportunity to make a real difference. You'll be on the front lines, defending organizations and individuals from cyber threats, protecting sensitive data, and ensuring the stability of our digital world. Plus, it's a constantly evolving field, which means you'll always be learning and growing, keeping your skills sharp and your mind engaged. If you're passionate about technology, problem solving, and making a positive impact, a career in cybersecurity might just be the perfect fit. Chapter 17. Let's wrap things up by differentiating between two closely related but distinct concepts: vulnerability analysis, or VA, and penetration testing, or PT. Both are crucial for a comprehensive security assessment, but they serve different purposes. Vulnerability analysis is like a security checkup, identifying potential weaknesses in your systems and applications. It's a broader assessment that uses automated tools and manual reviews to uncover known vulnerabilities. Penetration testing, on the other hand, is more like a simulated attack. Ethical hackers attempt to exploit those identified vulnerabilities to determine the potential impact and feasibility of an actual attack. Think of VA as identifying potential weak points in your defenses, while PT is about seeing if those weak points can be exploited. Both VA and PT are essential for a robust security posture, providing a comprehensive view of your organization's security risks. Outro. That's a wrap on our cybersecurity deep dive. We've covered a ton of ground, from the OWASP top 10 to the intricacies of IP addresses and the importance of the CIA triad. Remember, cybersecurity is an ongoing journey, not a destination. Stay curious, keep learning, and never underestimate the importance of strong security practices. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more cybersecurity goodness, and don't forget to share this video with anyone looking to level up their cybersecurity game. Good luck out there.